Hey guys, before I begin my next video, I want to thank my latest donor, Jay Reagan. Thank you so much for your donation. That really helps the channel. If you guys want a shout out for donation, you can go to the links in the description for Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo. You can send a super chat. You can hit subscribe and the notification bell. Leave a comment, leave a like, leave a dislike, share. And with that being said, enjoy the video. Hey guys, I'm in North Randall, Ohio at the former site of Randall Park Mall. Opened August 11th, 1976, closed March 12th, 2009. While the mall itself is not there, it is in Amazon. They left some remnants around the mall, and I'm going to show you those and talk about its history. A major thing that they left is the Sears building, which is now an industrial building. I'm here right now at the former Kids R Us, former Dick's Sporting Goods, and former Toys R Us. The Kids R Us is a CAM international market, and the Toys R Us is now Home Decor and More. The Dick's looks like it's vacant. There's a Circuit City sitting abandoned. Another thing I remember was a big hotel. It was a former Days Inn and former Holiday Inn that sat vacant for 27 years before being torn down in 2018. So there's a lot to look at here. Let's go walk around and see what we can find. There is the sign for Toys R Us. That's the Sears right there. We're gonna see if we can drive up to it. There's the Circuit City. Here is CAM International Market. Former Dick's Sporting Goods. Looks like this became something and then closed. Looks like a thrift. Not a thrift, but this is Randall. This is North Randall. This is North Randall.
I didn't know what this place was called.
That looks like it was a flea market or something. This was the Kids R Us. Looks like it's oh, look at the cart corrals. Looks like this store looked pretty popular.
Wow.
But you can see the remnants.
It's an international market. Oh, wow.
Interesting.
That's crazy. I gotta get it. Wow, look at that 1999 camera. Oh, wow, that place looks pretty cool inside.
Yeah, former Kids R Us, clearly. Looks nothing like it. Looks absolutely nothing like a Kids R Us. And the colors, they changed it. They changed it all. I wonder if the checkouts were. I mean, they got delis and stuff in here. So they like totally changed this place.
See if they have the real wasabi. It's not that fake shit. It's not that fake stuff. Let me Ginger punch.
So this former Kids R Us closed in roughly 2004 or 5, along with Circuit City, Toys R Us, and Dick's Sporting Goods. Now we can go inside this former Toys R Us. I love that they left up the rainbow colored tiles. That is so cool. Did they take them off of there, or were they never there? I don't know. This one, they changed the colors here. You can see where they painted it, but you could still get the vibe about it.
Look, they didn't change the front of the tiles.
Yeah. Yeah. Home decor. Yeah, okay, so maybe the red was the same.
This is insane.
And the green, but they painted the white. They painted the yellow, white, and the...
That's crazy.
I think that was blue.
That's nuts. That's insane. This is wow. So what is this, like a thrift store?
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
We could
Looks really nice.
put some of our furniture here.
Oh, look at that SpongeBob thing down there. I kind of want that. Hello. I want that thing.
Wow. Look at this.
Whoa.
How much? This? That's pretty cheap.
Wow.
You could get a big wraparound here for like a decent price. And this was the Toys R Us. Wow. The ceilings are exposed.
The ceilings are exposed. This is amazing.
Interesting.
Wow. There's like a big party room. What is this stuff? Home decor and more.
Why did they not match the colors? I don't know, but it's kind of cool.
Home decor and more.
There's a big old Amazon. That was the mall.
Wait, is that, where's Amazon at?
Right there.
Oh, that's an ugly Amazon building.
Now, what is that building? It looks like it's falling in on itself. I don't know what that is. Randall Park Mall's history goes back to 1908 when the Randall Park Racetrack opened. The site originally served as a premier horse racing venue in North Randall, Ohio. In the early 1970s, real estate developer Edward J. DeBartolo Sr. purchased the racetrack property with the vision of building a massive shopping complex. In 1976 was the grand opening. Randall Park Mall opened on August 11th. At 2.2 million square feet, it was touted as the largest shopping center in the world at the time. A city within a city, the mall featured over 200 shops, 3 miles of storefronts, and a massive internal ramp system that became an architectural trademark. It was anchored by major department stores including Sears, JCPenney, Higbee's, May Company, and Horne's. In the 1990s is when the decline started. Economic shifts, competition from newer malls like South Park and Beechwood Place, and loss of anchor stores led to a steady drop in foot traffic. In the 2000s, it was the dead mall era. By the mid-2000s, the mall became a famous example of dead mall culture, a vast, echoing liminal space captured by urban explorers and photographers. 2009 marked its official closure. The mall permanently closed its doors to the public, leaving the massive structure vacant for years. In 2014, demolition began. The once record-breaking structure was torn down to clear the way for industrial redevelopment. 2018, Amazon opened an 850,000 square foot fulfillment center on the site, which remains active today. Notably, the anchor stores of when they opened and closed are JCPenney, opened in 1976, closed in 2001. Horns, opened 1976, closed in 1992. Higbee's, opened in 1976, closed in 1992. May Company opened in 1976, closed in 1993. Sears opened in 1977, closed in 2009. Kaufman's opened in 1993 and closed in 2006. Macy's opened in 2006 and closed in 2008. Much of the mall's decline was due to the area being not that great. Notably, in 1977, the manager of Father and Son Shoes was robbed and murdered. 1985, there was a mini riot involving rival gangs, forcing the mall to close early. 1992, there was a large-scale altercation, a fight involving nearly 200 people, requiring 50 police officers. In 2003, there was a fatality at the Dillards. An off-duty officer working security killed a shoplifting suspect during a struggle. The officer was later convicted of involuntary manslaughter. In the 2000s, property crime grew rampant. As foot traffic declined, the sprawling, under-policed parking lots became notorious for car thefts, muggings, and eventually widespread copper stripping and vandalism. There are two notable locations at the Randall Park Mall area that I found especially intriguing. One is the Holiday Inn, later a Days Inn Hotel, and the other is the Magic Johnson Theater. Interestingly, the hotel actually opened before the mall as a 10-story, 300-room Holiday Inn North Randall in October of 1972. In the 70s and 80s, this was a high-end stay. People traveled from out of state just to shop at Randall Park, then the world's largest mall, and they stayed here. It featured a popular restaurant and was the hub for business travelers visiting nearby Thistledown Racetrack. In 1988, it was converted into a Days Inn and later a Days Hotel. But by 1991, it had closed permanently. It sat until 2018 when it was finally demolished. But while it was still standing and abandoned, it was a very popular place for urban explorers and photographers. Now, the Magic Johnson Theater actually opened as a last-ditch effort to revitalize the area on December 9th, 1999. It was a 12-screen, 3,000-seat megaplex, replacing an older, smaller 3-screen general cinema that had closed years earlier. This was part of Magic Johnson's initiative to bring high-quality entertainment to underserved urban communities. It was a $10+ million investment meant to anchor a new Randall Park. Tragedy struck almost immediately. In January 2000, gunfire erupted in the lobby. The incident, combined with the mall's overall decline, created a lasting stigma regarding safety. By 2007, Lowe's sold the theater to AMC, which rebranded it as the O Theater. The theater would outlive them all, staying open until early 2009, after which it sat abandoned for years. On May 5th, 2016, a massive arson fire gutted the building, and it was finally demolished in 2017 to make way for the Amazon Fulfillment Center. And now, let's get back to our walk around. That was the mall, now an Amazon. And there's the Sears. Funny thing about this is that they did the same thing with Rolling Acres. The Sears is the only building remaining from Rolling Acres, while the rest of it became an Amazon. Looks like old Sears stores. Here's where they added windows. That's fenced off. This Sears closed in 2009. So I don't have memories of Randall Park Mall unless I probably was there. I'll have to ask my parents because, you know, I grew up not far from here. And while this was not my local mall was Parmatown. I must have been here. I have to say I must have been here. I just don't remember it. Unfortunately, I wish I had memories of it. But yeah, look. That was the mall right there. Wow. This would have been better as a mall. There was a Magic Johnson Theater here too that burned down. And I guess I'm not going to be able to go around. Oh my God. Oh, look at this. Check this out. You can see where they're, do you see that?
Yeah,
The entrances? Like the mall entrance they bricked off?
Like the mall entrance,
upper and lower.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
that's so cool. You could see where the mall was. I was not expecting to find that.
Wow.
I could just picture it. Wow. It's amazing. So there's more of the Sears. That looks like merchandise pickup. Or maybe auto, because I see a garage. These old stairs here. These have to be from the Sears. There's the loading docks. I wonder if this railing is... Kind of looks old, but just painted. Style and furniture. I don't know what that was. Maybe someone can fill the blanks in, because I feel like that was something vintage. This storage place was a Dallas Shoes. Does anyone remember that place? I haven't heard that name in a long, long time. This restaurant up here, gray one, well, I don't know what it is now, but it was a Sambo's in a Baker Square, and it was also a Fresnius Kidney Care. What it is right now, I'll have to go see, because I don't know. This was a Pearl Vision. Now Randall Park High School. Very, very small high school. Must not be their main school. Okay, here's the Baker's Square. Okay, it is a civic center. And it's got cute little Easter bunnies in the window. A civic center. Interesting. It definitely has a restaurant feel to it. Oh, look at that. Old drink machines. A takeout window. Now here's Circuit City. Closed in about 2005. Now Cherry Auto Group. And Superwash. And Coin Laundry. Interesting uses. Love that building though. What a awesome building. Guidingeyes.org. Oh, free drying at the Coin Laundry. Wow. Guiding Eyes. So is that Center for Blind or something? I don't know. I think that's available. Oh, come on. Oh, here's a dog thing. I don't know what that's about. Puppy Raiser Park. Oh yeah, so like blind what do you call them? Seeing eye dogs. Yeah, that's what became. Oh, I don't know what was under there though. Oh, really? This isn't open? I can't really see in there. And look at these empty signs that had to be something vintage. Those awesome signs. And this was the site of the former Days Inn and Holiday Inn. Right here by the Wendy's. This place was notorious for sitting decrepit. And these probably are remnants. Yeah, you could see the old parking lot. And the roses had to be something else. That Hibbett Sports, that looks like an old restaurant of some kind. All right, and that will complete my look at the former site of Randall Park Mall and the stores around it. I hope you guys enjoyed this history lesson, and I'll see you on the next video.